Hello, I'm Bodo, and today I'll be sharing with you the top 4 builds in New World, and explaining how to build them, plus their weaknesses and strengths. For more information regarding New World, you can watch me on YouTube and Twitch at GGBodoTV. The best 4 builds are utilized in different areas of the game. Some are the best at range, and others the best at melee. Understanding all 4 builds will give you an idea of what you would prefer and still be competitive in New World. The first build is a classic called Fire and Ice, using both the Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet. The abilities I recommend for the Fire Staff are Fireball, Incinerate, and Burnout, and for the Ice Gauntlet is Ice Shower, Entomb, and Ice Storm. These abilities with their upgraded forms of passives will allow you to control the battlefield with slows, roots, and knockbacks, while causing high elemental damage. For your armor, make sure you optimize your weight and resistance for the specific bonus you want. As an example, medium weight can be achieved with 4 heavy and 1 medium armor pieces, effectively making you a tank. Your attribute bonuses are very important to increasing your damage and managing mana. I strongly recommend reaching 200 in intelligence, then getting some health and damage reduction from constitution. This build is very strong and has a lot of safety nets built in, making it very annoying to catch as a melee build. The only real counter to this build is very long ranges, which the Musket has an advantage, and mirror matchups, which comes down to pure skill. The second build is my personal favorite, the Juggernaut, using both the Hatchet and Great Axe. The abilities I recommend for the Hatchet is Feral Rush, Berserk, and Social Distancing, and for the Great Axe, Charge, Reap, and Gravity Well. These abilities will allow you to stick to your target and chase them down while taking incoming damage. The best thing about this build is the versatility it gives in PvP. You can also switch some skills around and tailor your build to any situation, like chasing people or fighting in the front lines. For armor, I recommend optimizing for medium weight. You can achieve this with 4 pieces of heavy armor and 1 piece of medium. Your attributes are very important for mitigating damage and increasing your health pool. Even at early stages, you will still be competitive with no attributes and strength. Once you reach 250 constitution, you can put all your attributes into strength, increasing your damage and becoming a true Juggernaut. This build is very versatile with speed, damage, and damage reduction, making it the king of chasing people down and surviving fights. The nice thing about this build is anyone can learn it, but positioning is very important. You want to dodge as much damage as possible so you can be a bigger threat in a fight. The third build is self-explanatory, the Sniper, which uses both the Musket and Rapier. The abilities I recommend for the Musket is Powder Burn, Shooter Stance, and Stopping Power, and for the Rapier, Riposte, Evade, and Flesh. These abilities will allow you to maintain damage and reposition very quickly to keep your range advantage. This build and playstyle requires a lot of skill and knowledge to maintain damage while keeping your distance. For armor, I recommend optimizing for medium weight to stay alive versus other Musket builds at range. The extra resistance you get will allow you to easily win trades versus other Musket users that wear light armor. Your dexterity attributes must be level 300 in order to guarantee critical hits after a dodge. This will greatly increase the power of the Musket, allowing to pop people for 90% of their health consistently. Once you have 300 dex, then you want to focus on getting as much constitution as possible to increase the survivability, especially versus other muskets. The Sniper build requires a lot of positional awareness and mechanical aim in order to excel at this build, but with the ease of mobility from the Rapier, it's very friendly to people wanting to learn. Using the environment around you to hide and prone in bushes allows you to completely disappear, which is very good for this playstyle, making it more powerful the farther away you are from the enemies. Fourth build is the best 1v1 build, Holy Knight, using both the Great Axe and Life Staff. The abilities I recommend for the Great Axe is Charge, Reap, and Gravity Well, and for the Life Staff, Sacred Ground, Orbit Protection, and Beacon. These abilities will allow you to out-heal your opponent with huge burst heals and damage reduction, while maintaining high damage with both the Great Axe and Life Staff. This build is designed to out-sustain any opponent in range or melee matchups. I recommend optimizing for medium weight, since going heavy with so much healing and flat damage reduction is not worth losing the medium weight bonuses. Your focus attribute scales both healing and damage with the Life Staff, but you need to slot an Arboreal Gem on your Great Axe, that way it can also scale off of your focus. Once you reach 150 focus, plan on getting your constitution up for health and damage reduction. The Holy Knight is the most powerful 1v1 build currently in the game, but the Life Staff will most likely get nerfed due to its popularity. I'll be doing full guides on all 4 builds in the future, and keep you updated with any changes from future patches, so subscribe to stay informed.